Hello, everyone. Good evening. And I welcome all of you to this day three of Conscious Conception Journey. And since two episodes, we are talking about the concept of conscious conception. And this is based on my upcoming book, which is When Hope Meets Science, the Soul Conceives. And very soon, the pre order link of this book will be available, and that I will be sharing on the description of these videos. So, today is day three of this conscious conception journey, and today's topic is about why some wombs welcome life faster. What is that big why behind this? And can we increase these possibilities? So now this is the series where we are talking about certain possibilities beyond medicines. Now, as we understand that those who are going through the struggle or fertility treatments, this is these the facts as we are discussing are to be applied along with the medications. And for those who are just about to start this journey of conception or journey of parenthood, or those who are just going with the natural ways and waiting for the outcome, they also can start applying these learnings, because overall it will help you to make this journey blissful, and you will be able to happily go through the conception, through the 9 months of journey, and obviously you'll be able to welcome your baby with all that happiness and bliss and healthiness. So today, I am going to talk about something called as energy connections. Now, as we understand, so every I can say every living, non-living thing, it has energy, and that we have learned in the law of physics. Law of energies are there in the physics, and this is the universal truth that everything is made up of energy. All the matters, like everything is made up of matter, and all these matters are having energies. And we know the laws, like yes, energy gets transmitted into one form to other form. It cannot be created or it cannot be destroyed. And since like two episodes, we are talking about the importance of our thinking pattern, importance of our thoughts and our brain to all our organs. And mainly, as this is the journey of conscious conception, we are talking about its impact on the reproductive organs. And today, mainly, we are talking about the uterus, that is, womb, where the 9 months pregnancy will be carried. And obviously, it starts with that first connection, that is called as implantation. Till the childbirth, uterus will be carrying the baby, and definitely it has a huge role. Now, as I am talking about the energies, so what I wanted to make it a point that whatever thoughts or whatever emotions are created in your mind, okay, so that is creating some form of energy in your brain. Now we know the nervous system, which is comprises of the brain, the spinal cord, and all the nerves which are going towards towards different organs. And when we talk about the energy, there are certain energy centers in the center of our body, which starts from the base of the spine till the crown center, which is called as top of the head. And these energy centers, if someone have heard of, which is called as chakras. So all those meridian energy centers are nothing but the nerve roots. They are collected there, and obviously they are reaching out to the different organs. So, likewise, the uterus, which is connected to something called as sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. So, the chakras, they start from the base of the spine till it goes till the top of the head. And there are those seven chakras. And it is said that when there is a harmony, energy is balanced in all the chakras, it will create highly resourceful state inside your mind as well as healthy state in your body. So, when we talk about the uterus, the energy center is that root chakra. Now, what happens is that whatever emotions you are, carrying in your mind, and now in this phase, whenever you are trying for the conception, and especially it's a struggle. Of course, we find medical reasons. We obviously work on that. We go for the treatments, but at the same time, if you analyze 99% of the time what are the emotions going on or thoughts going on in our brain. So most of the time, I can say all the time almost, these thoughts are of, either uncertainty, insecurities, and a lot of fear, self-doubt, how it will happen, when it will happen, why me in this process, and will I be, getting successful result, and really whether it will be a good pregnancy or there will be any complications. There are thousands of the thoughts which are going on in the mind. Now what happens because of these negative thoughts, the those are having very low frequencies, and those energies get transmitted through your obviously nerve roots to the energy centers. And then what happens, too many of the negative thoughts, it is creating the blockages in those chakras. And obviously, as I was talking about, as this sacral chakra where the uterus, I mean the energies of the uterus are connected, and when you are having these negative emotions blocked, sacral chakra, definitely it will have problem in implantations. It will have problem in the early part of the pregnancy, giving rise to complications, or it may have further problems in the journey of the pregnancy. So it is very important to understand that uterus is not just an organ, but it is an energy center. And it's very important to balance those energies, and first of all understand this process, that these, because it's an energy center, it will hold that emotions. So it will hold your positive emotions, as the same time even the negative emotions. And most of the time our emotions are that of the negative ones, like your griefs and fears and all that. So if those emotions are there, it will delay the life connection, soul connection. That means it will delay the implantation. And if these emotions are that of the joy and safety and happiness, definitely it will invite the connection to the new life. And we have seen when we study certain, our patients, like there are certain patients here. I would like to give example of one of my patient. So she was really very calm and centered. She had a lot of problems. She came to me at the age of 38 years, and she was having problems with, low egg quality, persistent cyst in the ovary, and certain other issues, irregularity in her cycle. But obviously they had not given much try. We decided to work on first, natural methods only. And obviously she was on supplements and all that. And when I was counseling, I was telling her the other side as well, that because of the low AMH, the failure rates can be more. So her words, I mean, I really understood that time how is the difference which is created by the mindset. So her words, I can remember always. So she told me, doctor, in life I have gone through so much. So that's why now I really trust the process. I really trust the waiting time. I really do not have any anxieties going through this. I trust you also, and I'm ready to wait for the right time. And she was so calm. And to our medical surprise, despite of having lower AMH, persistent cyst in the ovary, in our first IUI cycle, that is intrauterine insemination, of course, which is the way of the natural conception only, where she conceived in the first cycle itself. Otherwise, the parameters those she was carrying would have required IVF, and that too with the donor eggs. So this is the difference. So I have seen this huge difference, that what are those factors which will attract the life inside you faster. So here she was very much calm, very much grounded, and I could realize that her energies were pure positive energies and her energy centers were balanced. So that's why I am sharing these incidences with all of you, that you are one of them. Do not underestimate the natural pregnancies. Obviously, it will happen only when you should become that particular evolved person and you attract who you are. You cannot attract what you want. You have to become that person. You have to achieve that level. For that, you need to work on your own self. And that's why we need to understand all these principles, which is not just with the medications and science. It's a positive blend of both of this, science and soul. It comes together, and then only this outcome will be possible. So, obviously, positive emotions like joy, trust, surrender, love, that will create a warm home for life. Because when we talk about the implantation, it is not just mechanical process, but it is a soul which is, you know, getting connected to your soul. So it's a soul connection. And if you are suffering with unresolved emotions like loss, trauma, resentment, it can create tension in the body. And yesterday, also in the last episode, I told you that how that emotions are creating impact because it's all connected and it creates energy blockages. So, if you are carrying any one of these emotions, please make sure that you clear those emotional baggages, you raise your emotional quotient, you learn how to regulate the emotions. Just be committed to your own self to let go of the emotions which are not serving you. That is very important to understand. And there are so many examples I have seen in my 15 years of practice, where when you work on your emotions you really feel lighter, you really feel more open, and the outcomes are very easy, along with of course whatever medications and medical help require. And obviously the rate of complications would be very minimal. So this is very important to understand how the role of working on mindset would help you to achieve whatever outcomes you want. And so practically, like how we do that. Okay, so first of all is the awareness, and there are so many techniques where we get aware about the emotions. And then there are some certain tools of the journaling where we get rid of unwanted emotions. There are so many NLP techniques that we use, but I'll just tell you something very simple, which is called as womb whisper practice. Because if you start doing this chakra balancing meditations, definitely where you focus on your breathing, you harness the power which is already there in your subconscious mind, you keep the intentions, and then you are, focusing on that particular chakra, and definitely the energy blockages will slowly get normalized. And at the same time, what happens is you will be learning to I can see that work on your emotional patterns and change your, basically I would say, response to particular event. And that is a deliberate skill that you need to develop, and it's very easy. So today I'm going to tell you one practical tool which is called as womb whisper practice. That means we actually, talk to our womb. Okay. And if you are already conceived, we talk to our babies, and like even babies, they can, sense you, they can hear you. The similar ways your organs, your body listens to you. There are so many examples that how the words are having impact on your body. So similarly, this is something that you are going to talk to your womb. And how it is done, you can place your hands over your lower belly where the uterus position is. And for any of this practice, you really need to find solitude, some silent time with your own self. This is not like feeling lonely. This is like feeling that strength of silence, stillness, and then you can ground yourself. That means be in that particular moment by focusing on deep breathing. So you can just take deep breaths, a pause in between, deep inhale and slowly exhale, and you can take around say 7 slow deep breaths, which will make you centered, grounded to this particular moment. So that means being in the moment. And then use right words. As we know, words also has power, and these are known as affirmations. So you can say, maybe you can just whisper, say silently to your uterus, because you have kept your hands over belly, that I am ready, I welcome life with love. And then keep on repeating it. I am ready. I welcome life with love. So this is like you just keep on repeating these affirmations, say 7 times, and do this daily for next 7 days and see the difference in the energies. Now there is one experiment by Dr. Emoto, and it is about the power of the words. So what did he do? He took like two plants. One plant, while watering, he used all the positive words like love, happiness. He used to talk to that plant very nicely and, giving all positive words and sentences. And for one plant, while watering, he used all the negative, words and emotions. And he wrote also in those pots the positive words and the negative words. And then it is proven, and scientifically they saw that the plant with the positive words, it really flourished, and the another plant, it got just dried. If you just search this experiment on Google, you will find it, Dr. Emoto's experiment, and then you will understand the power of words. So give right energies, use powerful words, positive words to create these energies, because these are certain things you can develop by skills and it is possible. And if you apply this along with the science, definitely you are there where you will get whatever outcome you have desired. So your body is listening to you. And as today our topic is about womb energy, so remember your womb is always listening to you and it's storing your emotions. So be careful what emotions you are carrying in your mind, because same it is going to store in your womb and it is going to give results accordingly. And now, in our next episode, definitely we will be talking about how to shift from stress to stillness, and how to, um, get there, that this missing link, how we can overcome this missing link in this conception journey. And when we keep on doing these practices, you will definitely feel that difference. Start doing this womb whisper practice and use right words, give certain time to your own self, your own body, and definitely you will see the difference. You let me know what is that difference you feel, and very soon you will get the link of my book, where in detail all the techniques along with the workbook we have given it, and you will definitely enjoy that, and it will really give you beautiful experience of this journey. And till that time, definitely now, just work on these practices, be happy, healthy, and work on your energies. And I'll meet you in next episode, that is on Monday. See you. Bye bye.